If you're on TikTok or if you go outside, ever, you've probably been seeing a lot of people wearing cat hats. At least I really hope you have, because I have, and if it's just me, then that's really concerning for a lot of reasons. I think cat hats in general have been a trend for a little bit, but I think it really blew up recently for some reason. Don't know the lore behind it. What I do know is that today I'm gonna make one, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think about it and if it's worth making and the troubles I have. All those things. The ones that I've really seen everyone wearing look like they're just crocheted rectangles, just double crocheted all the way up, and they have a folded brim, and it looks like they just sew the top closed and that's it. That's what I'm gonna do. All of the ones I've seen people wearing have also been striped. I wasn't really planning on doing stripes. Originally I was just gonna do a solid one in this color, but I'm kind of thinking maybe this would look good together. I think I'm gonna do it. Anyway, normally when I crochet hats, I don't measure, I just chain until it fits around my head. Since it's for another person, I don't think I can rely on that, because I have an abnormally small head and I know that. And she has a big head. Offense meant. I looked up the average head circumference of a woman, and it is 21 inches and 3/4. I'm not gonna ask her how big her head is. I feel like that's not appropriate, because I feel like that's the only way to fix this issue. Not appropriate. So I'm just hoping that it fits her. It's supposed to be very easy. Like, this is like first project type of thing. So I'm gonna start on it, and I'm gonna let you know if I do have trouble, which hopefully I don't. I'll let you know how it's going. Update: I just don't learn my lesson, I'm pretty sure. I should have done a gauge, even if it was for me, because no one is safe from math. I think that's just a truth of life. No one is safe from math. Fuck math. Since it was feeling pretty big, I decided to measure it, because that makes sense to do. Halfway across, it's like 14 inches, which would mean that the circumference is 28 inches, and I was going for 21 3/4. So, and no one's head in the world is 28 inches. I should rip out and use all of the yarn, but I don't really feel like dealing with that, so I think I'm just gonna undo the last like row and a half of the green that I did and start over. I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. I'll probably try again tomorrow, because my ego's bruised, truthfully. Based off of what I'm measuring, an inch is 4 stitches, so for 21 inches and 3/4, it would be like 85. I don't know. I'll use a calculator, but that is where I am at. Really happy, obviously. I've restarted and I've gotten back to where I was before, and I did use the yarn from the previous attempt just crocheting from the hat itself. As you can see, it's much smaller. It's like a little too big for me, which is what we want. Another problem though, obviously it just couldn't go the way that it was supposed to. I believe that I did 86 stitches in my foundation chain, and I have picked up a couple more stitches as I've been crocheting, which I'm pretty sure the problem is that I was crocheting into the slip stitch when I would connect colors. Don't know why I was doing that, but I'm pretty sure that if I just like don't do that as I continue, that it should be fine. I don't think it's a big enough problem for me to do it again. I really don't want to do it again. I hope it won't be noticeable. This is meant to be the point where I can just brainlessly continue. I shouldn't have to do anything but just double crochet. So hopefully I can just see you guys soon with the finished product and it'll be fine. I kind of feel like I'm jinxing myself by saying that. I don't want anything else to happen. But there seems to be a pattern, if you haven't noticed. I feel like I maybe made this stripe too thick because this already covers my forehead, basically. It's fine. Finished it. Obviously you couldn't have done that unless I told you just now verbally, so you're welcome. This came out a lot better than I thought it would. The more that I look at it, the better I feel about it. I nearly didn't finish it because I thought it was gonna look horrendous. I was fully expecting this to be an absolute fail. I definitely did add stitches after the foundation row, so if you look at it, you can see that it kind of flares out a little bit, like starting at that second row, and I think I did it for at least 4 rows. So the body of it is a lot bigger. And I think the only reason that this stays on a head is because of the foundation row being tighter. And I feel like if I turn to the side, you can see that the brim is like thicker than the hat, and I don't know how noticeable it is. I'm skeptical about whether or not it's ethical for me to give this as a gift. I feel like this is in the range of I'm gonna have to accompany this gift with another one because this may or may not work out. But it's the thought that counts. I feel like this lessens the need of heightened value of the additional gift that would have been the singular gift if it weren't for this. Does that make sense? Okay, cool, thanks. I did get another skein of this yarn in like a blue with the intention of making it as a gift for another friend. And the whole time that I was making this, I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna have to make a normal hat for this person. Which I'm still wondering if I should do anyways, because I feel like a cat hat is kind of like a niche thing to actually wear outside. But other people might just be more confident than I am. Is this like a nerve-wracking thing to wear outside? I don't know if I could wear this outside. I feel like you have to be a very specific person to do that. And for the person that I'm giving this to, I feel like they're that specific person. But also, I don't know. I feel like whenever I give people things that I make, especially things that they can wear, I just expect them to never actually wear it. But it's fine. Because it's the thought that counts. In conclusion, this was actually a pretty fun project, and it was pretty fast. I think if I didn't have like a million other things to do for school right now, that I could definitely do this in a day. I ended up doing like 18 rows with this, so like not bad at all. I think definitely achievable for a beginner as well. If you liked this video and thought that it was funny and you want to see more, you should definitely press that little button down below and subscribe. And perhaps perhaps check out my other videos, of which there are like 2, but you should still do that. If you made it this far, I hope you're having a wonderful week, a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and I'll see you next time.